Hello everyone, in this video we're going to draw a T-Rex. Start by drawing a circle as a guide for the head. To draw the circle, first make two small marks to indicate the circle's length, and then on the sides make two more small marks to indicate the circle's width. Then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. Sketch lightly at first so that it's easy to erase if you make a mistake. Also, pause the video to draw at your own pace. The circle doesn't have to be perfect, but if you're having trouble drawing it, just trace the outer edge of a cup, a lid, or anything else with a circular edge. Draw a horizontal line across the middle of the circle. This is a construction guide that will help you place the facial features later on. To the left of the circle, make a small mark for the first part of the top jaw. Pay attention to the distance between the mark and the circle. Extend the horizontal construction guide to the left so that it connects to the small mark. Connect the small mark to the top of the circle using a curved line to finish the guide for the top jaw. On the bottom left side of the circle, make another small mark for the first part of the lower jaw. Connect the small mark to the circle using a couple of sloping lines to complete the guide for the lower jaw. The right side of this shape should be wider than the left. On top of the circle, draw a line that curves to the right to extend the shape of the head. Curve this line down and then back to the right. Under the circle, draw a sloping line for the neck. And that's it for the guidelines. Now let's start on the final drawing. Inside the head, lightly sketch a small circle for the eye. Place the eye on the top left side of the head close to the top edge of the jaw. When you get the size and position of the eye right, darken the shape. As you darken the shape, make the sides pointier for the corners of the eye. Draw a few curved lines around the eye for creases. Follow the shape of the eye as you draw these lines. Keep these lines close to the shape of the eye. Inside the eye, draw a small circle and shade it in for the pupil. Draw a tiny circle next to the pupil for a highlight. Draw a few more lines around the eye to emphasize the structure. Above the eye, draw a long sloping line for the brow. Sketch lightly at first and only darken the line when you get the shape right. Extend the line to the left so that it's inside the top jaw. Draw a few more lines higher above the eye to make the brow thicker. The top line should be outside of the initial guidelines. Curve the line so that it's similar to a small hill. Add a few more lines to indicate a rough texture. Use the shape to the left as a guide to draw the top jaw. Follow the basic path of the guide as you draw the shape of the jaw. Add a few more curved lines for a bumpy texture. Draw a long wavy line across the bottom of the guides for the open mouth. Extend the line to the right so that it's inside the head. The tip of this line should be farther to the right than the eye. Sketch lightly at first and only darken the lines when you get the shape right. Draw a small triangular shape on the top left side for the nostril. Use the sloping shape at the bottom as a guide to draw the lower jaw. Darken the basic path of the guide to create the shape of the lower jaw. On the right side, curve the line up so that it's inside the head. Lightly sketch a long wavy line across the bottom for the top edge of the lower jaw. When you get the shape right, darken the line. Connect this line to the top jaw near the horizontal construction guide. Add a vertical line for the connecting section between the top and lower jaws. Draw a series of small V-shaped lines across the bottom edge of the top jaw for the teeth. Make the teeth slightly bigger near the middle of the jaw. The farther to the right you go, the smaller the teeth should be. Don't draw the teeth all the way to the right. Draw a series of small triangular shapes along the bottom for the teeth on the lower jaw. Make the teeth different sizes. Darken the initial guide at the bottom to finish the lower jaw. Don't overlap the teeth as you darken this line. Extend the line to the right to create the tongue. Draw a small vertical line for the connecting section on the other side of the head. Draw a few more triangular shapes across the bottom for the teeth on the other side of the lower jaw. Add a few more angled lines along the top for the teeth on the other side of the top jaw. Use the line on the top right side as a guide to draw the back of the head. Darken the initial line but make it curvier. Darken the line at the bottom for the neck. Draw a couple of curved lines to the right of the mouth for structure. Add a few more small lines within the head for texture. Draw a couple of thin, wavy shapes on the neck for veins. Now erase the initial guidelines. The next few steps are sped up so that the video isn't too long. Don't worry about erasing all of the guidelines. It's okay if you leave some behind. Redraw any of the final lines that you may have accidentally erased. Now shade your drawing. Shade using a rough value across the entire head for a scaly texture. Add a few short curved lines as you shade for individual scales. Use a series of scribbles as you shade to create texture. Shade lightly at first and gradually build up to darker values. For light values, push down very lightly on your pencil, then push down harder for darker values. Don't shade too smoothly. A rough value will create more texture on the skin. Use a dark value throughout the body to create some shadows. Shadows will give the figure more dimension and volume. Shade the right side using a series of vertical lines for the creases on the neck. Use a light value to shade the teeth and the tongue. You can shade your drawing differently if you'd like. Shading can be time-consuming, so be patient and take breaks. Keep shading until you're happy with the result. And that's it for the T-Rex. Don't forget to pause the video to draw at your own pace. Also, please visit howtodrawanimals.com where every step of this tutorial is broken down into an individual image. That's how, and then the number 2, then drawanimals.com. If you'd like to support my channel, please consider buying my books on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep drawing.